Hello, beautiful human. You clicked on our latest conversation with boxer, TikToker, just all around human being, Bryce Hall. We have a lot to discuss. He has a fight coming up on June 12th. If you want info on the fight, we're going to put a link in the description below. And while you're down there, please leave your honest feedback in the comment section, hit like, and please subscribe to our channel so we can keep interviewing people. Thanks.
Let's do this. Zach Show.
Hello, beautiful human. My name is Zach. That's Dan.
Yo.
And do you go by boxer now, Bryce Hall, or like what's the title? Like what is it?
TikToker, YouTuber, and now boxer, I guess.
Wow. Was that ever like in the cards? Like, did you ever really think that you'd ever put on gloves and get into a ring in a serious fashion? Ever?
Yeah.
Really?
Back in 2018, when I saw the original fight with KSI and Joe Weller, yeah, I wanted to do this. And then it got even bigger and bigger.
What does this really mean for the sport of boxing? Like, is this something that you are planning on taking seriously after you fight Austin McBroom on June 12th?
Yeah, I fully want to do a bunch of fights, actually. And I want to end my record undefeated, obviously.
What is it about boxing? Why do you think a lot of influencers get into it?
There's more money than MMA, and I think the UFC in general, like, it's just way more brutal, and I feel like a lot of celebrities don't have the balls to get in that type of martial art.
Could you do that?
Oh yeah, I would much rather do UFC than boxing, but there's no one would do it.
Why is that? Is it less technical? Yeah, right.
You can get knocked out and then punched in the face while you're asleep on the floor. It's kind of brutal.
So if it was up to you, you'd fight Austin in a UFC fight instead of boxing?
He would never test those waters.
Why do you think he's doing this? Do you think his career needs this?
To be honest, I ask myself that question every single day. I don't know why he was so persistent on fighting me, but it has to be a clout move. It has to be a clout move, 100%.
Yeah, I was wondering, can you take us back to like how this beef even started? Because I'm still not too sure.
So he called me out multiple times. It was like a total of 10 times publicly, and I kept telling him no. He actually got to the point where he was messaging my friends to tell me to stop being like a duck. That's what he kept referring me to, like a duck, the animal.
Okay.
What's wrong with ducks? They're a royal
I don't
animal.
know. I don't know.
Because
in boxing you're actually ducking, slipping, dodging. It's part of the sport. So I don't know why he kept calling me a duck. But then he did some stuff behind the scenes, actually made me accept the fight.
Yeah, I did see you had a tweet from May 21st. It said, "Also, Austin, don't forget what I know and why I actually accepted this fight."
Yeah, I'm gonna let him just know know why I'm not allowed to say legally. I'm not allowed to say why I actually accepted this fight, and it's not money driven at all. It's fully beef.
Wow.
Why aren't you legally allowed to share the beef? Is it that secretive? Is it that destructive?
It's both.
Okay.
You could almost hear in your voice that it like gets you angry just thinking about it. Whatever it is. Yeah.
It does get me angry.
So is that what fuels you? Whatever this mysterious thing is?
Yeah.
Whatever it is it career ruining for Austin McBroom? Does he even have a career? No offense to him. Like what? I don't know.
Does he have a career? Back in 2017, 2016, that was the peak of his career. June 12th will be the end of it. So.
Got it. Well, he gets paid too. Let's talk the financials because you brought up money. You say this is more than just money, but you do stand to make $5 million once you hit the ring, and then there's $1 million bonus if you knock somebody out, correct?
$1 million bonus out of his pocket, yeah.
Out of his pocket, so that's how it works. So he is set to get $5 million as well, but if he loses, you get $1 million of the 5.
He's set to get $3 million, and then when I knock him out, he has to take the $1 million out of his $3 million, and it goes to me.
Okay, so why are you yield more money? You cost more?
He wanted me so bad, so I literally made the contract under my terms.
Which was $5 million into the ring.
On paper, I'm making more money than him at his own event. I negotiated the boxing glove size, but then the commission changed it back to actually 16 because we're not professionals.
Okay.
But no headgear. All of it was basically my decision.
I'm so confused as to why he needs this, because clearly you weren't looking for this fight, right?
Yeah, I was not going out there pursuing any fights at all.
And he
No, Bryce.
He did some slime to get me to accept it too.
But what? Like, was he blackmailing you? What are we talking about? Outside of offering you an insane amount of money, a life-changing amount of money for a one-day event. But
yeah,
like months of training.
The money was. I kept telling him no because the money just wasn't there. The money eventually got there, and I still was kind of hesitant. And then it happened, and now I accept it.
Why were you hesitant? Were you afraid to be labeled as somebody who gets involved in celebrity boxing matches?
I just keep getting referred to as Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and they've done this. They kind of blew the sport up in that celebrity boxing world. It's another thing like that would just kind of compare me to them. But once I knock them out, I guarantee I'm going to get compared to Jake Paul. Oh, you're knocking people out just like Jake Paul now.
Jake is kind of viewed as the villain, and he's kind of playing into it. Would you say you're viewed the same way?
I'm fully viewed as the villain. Fully. And if only everybody knew. If only everyone knew.
I'm confused. What narratives?
Oh, I want to know so bad.
What narratives are being thrown out into the universe that make you the villain?
I'm the bad guy because I'm loudmouthed, and honestly, I'm the only one driving ticket sales. No one really wants to see Austin McBroom fight. No one really cares. But at the end of the day, this is an event. This isn't for entertainment. And also, I do want to hurt the guy. It's going to be entertaining as heck. Like, I'm the one that's driving all these sales, and it has to be in the way that I'm doing it, which will portray me as the villain, but I'm selling tickets.
But reality is Austin McBroom is the guy who probably deserves his ass beat.
Look at his resume. I know I have a resume, but look at his. He is 10 times, like, tenfold me, and that's coming from me.
I don't know his full deal, but I know he's a part of the Ace family, right? And then he had some drama fairly recently that knocked his channel off, and his numbers were down over a period of time, which I guess is how we got here, right?
Yeah. His numbers are at an all-time high now, again.
See? Yeah. Well, it's a part of the cycle.
Well, Bryce, I don't know much about boxing, but is there something that Austin is good at when it comes to boxing?
So the only thing that I've seen from him that was like remotely good was his right hand.
Okay.
He doesn't have a left hand at all. And you can see that in his sparring footage. Even when he's hitting pad work, he doesn't have a left hand. So that immediately tells me to just avoid his right hand.
So are you actually, like, I know you're training, but do you think this guy has the potential to even put up a fight? I mean, you're studying what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I'm not underestimating him in the slightest. I don't think that I would lose. I guarantee, like, I'm going to go in there and win. But I'm not underestimating him.
Are you confident
I don't think that he has...
Are you confident because you need to be confident, or have you seen... Is there footage of you knocking somebody out in the ring, training in an appropriate setting?
So I've been in countless fights in my entire life, getting hard fists to my jaw, and I've never been knocked out. This guy is saying that he's going to knock me out first round, and I laugh, especially with 16-ounce gloves. Like, 16-ounce gloves, I don't care how much power you have, you're not knocking me out. I've never been knocked out in my life, and I don't plan to get knocked out by a 30-year-old dad.
Have you mentally accepted the potential that you could get knocked out by a 30-year-old dad?
Not by him. Not by him. I've never been dropped in all my sparring sessions. I spar like 3 to 5 times a week. I've dropped my sparring partners. I've never been dropped. I've never been dazed. It's just not going to happen. He's sparring literal scrubs that have never boxed before, and he pays them $1,000 a round. I'm sparring professionals that train at the Canelo gym. Yeah. I'm training at Canelo's gym.
I've heard that about you. I have some weird connection to this Fusi guy, who's another one who has this whole rebirth on the back of Bryce Hall. And, like, he's everywhere, right, Fusi? Like, he's a big part of this story, no? Like, he at least helps bring the story to the people. And I see him going to San Diego and documenting you fighting. I mean, it is. Let's accept that fact, right? There's a few people who have kind of had a career rebirth on the back of Bryce Hall and this fight.
Yeah, I'm just handing out careers.
Is that how you see it?
No. I think Fusi's doing a great job with commentating this fight. Austin, after the fight's over and after I win, no one's gonna care anymore. Same with the Stromedy thing. I said this is like your moment. Everyone's gonna forget about you in 2 weeks. Now nobody talks about the kid anymore. It's gonna be the same thing with Austin, and I'm just gonna keep going. Everyone's gonna keep hating on me. Everyone's gonna say this or that, have excuses. Then my next fight's gonna be KSI, and then once I beat KSI, it's gonna be more excuses, and then I'm just gonna go on from there.
So there really is a path for you in this boxing world. You want to take on KSI next, and is there a want to maybe fight Jake Paul, Logan Paul, or do you want to be seen as a professional
No,
boxer one day?
I admire the Paul brothers. I think what they're doing is awesome, and I have no beef whatsoever. I think KSI talking about me was hilarious, saying that I'm easy work. I want him to prove it.
Yeah, didn't Deji, that his name?
Yes.
Didn't Deji call you out and you pretty much said like, nah, Deji, I'm going straight for KSI?
Well, KSI originally called me out first, and then Deji, because I was clowning on him, was like, "Oh, I want to fight you." I'm like, keep crying. I want your brother. I don't want you."
Hey, beautiful human, how many subscription services are you currently paying for? Do you even know? Seriously, subscription services can add up, and sometimes we don't even notice the monthly deductions coming right from our bank account. I had this problem. I had a lot of financial problems. So I turned to Truebill, and honestly, it changed the way I live and the way I spend, and I am eternally, eternally grateful. Truthfully, Truebill is amazing. It's the smartest way to manage your finances. It's really easy to use app, very intuitive, meant for financially illiterate people like myself. Also, you can cancel subscriptions really easy through Truebill. It's really amazing. It connects right to your bank account, and it can tell what you're paying for on a monthly basis, and then it will tell you, like, we can negotiate this bill lower for you every month, or we can cancel it completely for you. And they do it. And it's so stress-free. It was like a godsend into my life. It helped me get my spending under control. I'm very grateful to Truebill. Truthfully. Oh, and did you know that the average person thinks that they spend $80 a month on subscriptions, when in reality they're spending $200 a month on subscriptions? Truebill is going to wrangle that in and manage it for you in the most easy and stress-free way for you. Also, Truebill has a bunch of other tools that will help you like save and budget and track your finances. Also, they will track fraud. It's pretty freaking cool. Truebill has bank-level security, so you can always feel safe using Truebill. I've been using Truebill for the last 8 months. I had no idea they were even going to become a sponsor of our show. I'm really happy because I trust Truebill, and Truebill has really made my life a lot easier and really helped me understand how I'm spending my money. So I highly recommend it. Seriously. Go to Truebill.com/Zach. Take control of your finances and start saving at Truebill. Truebill.com/Zach. That is Truebill.com/Zach. Oh, and I didn't even tell you, the average person saves $720 a year using Truebill. So, like, what are we doing? Truebill.com/Zach. I love it. Is there a want to maybe fight people without having beef in the mix? Like to take on a real fighter one day?
I mean, we'll see where this boxing career goes. I mean, like, I'm definitely not going to say that I'm pro-worthy right now, for sure. But I am going to look very, very, very good in the ring, and I'm going to impress a lot of boxing fans.
We all respect Logan Paul, right, for what he's doing with this boxing thing, Jake to a certain degree. But do you think he's actually going to beat Floyd Mayweather?
If we're looking at it as as just logistics, the GOAT of boxing, Floyd Mayweather, 5'8", 150 pounds?
Yeah, around there.
Logan Paul training nonstop for the past 3 years, a 200-pound man, and at least 6 inches taller. One good hit by Logan could drop Mayweather. It doesn't matter. There's like just because Floyd Mayweather is the best in boxing, there's no doubt that he isn't. One blow from someone that's that big could hurt you. That's a 50-pound difference. Mm-hmm. And if Logan knows how to use his jab and just keep Floyd away, there's no chance that Floyd could even hit him. There's so much of a reach difference.
This is exciting.
Now, what's your prediction for your fight against Austin? Are you trying to knock him out first round, or what do you think is going to happen?
No. I think that it will end in a knockout. I don't know what round it would be.
Okay.
I saw the way that he was boxing. His hands are always down, leaving his face completely open. But I might even drop him with a body shot. I've been hitting my sparring partners' bodies with 20-ounce gloves. I'm sparring with 20-ounce gloves. These are like literal just giant things, and my hands are fast with 20-ounce gloves. And they're getting dropped with body shots. So I don't know what round. I don't see it going past third round. I think he's going to gas after the second or even first round.
Was it important for you to take this really seriously? Like, if you're going to do it, you're going to go and train with the best. You're actually going to learn the art of boxing and not make a mockery of a sport that's, by the way, been around for like hundreds of years. Like, really 1800s, 1900s. Like, it's been around a while.
I mean, like, Austin's using his athletic background as his excuse. Is like, oh, I'm an athlete, blah blah blah. I do this. So am I. I'm an athlete. I take everything seriously, especially when it comes to fighting. I know how serious boxing is. People can literally die in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking it serious, and I'm going in there, and I'm actually going to shock a ton of people. Because the only thing that people see of me right now is that sparring footage of Stromedy and I. They don't know what I look like right now. They don't even know.
Is that strategic?
Like, I'm glad that that's the only footage out. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I know Austin's team is reading that and saying like, oh, how do we do this? If he swings wild like this, I don't fight like that. I don't, and that's their biggest mistake. And they only have 2.5 weeks left, so I don't care. It's like I don't fight like that anymore, and I'm really gonna hurt this guy. It's gonna be hilarious.
What's your training like? Like, what's your daily schedule?
2 to 3 times a day, and on sparring days we do strength and conditioning. So we drive like from San Diego an hour and a half back to LA, and we train at top-notch training, which is where most pros, it's like Ryan Garcia, and then like a bunch of football athletes do it. It's a lot of explosive work. So we'll do heavy weight some days, lightweight some days, and then extreme cardio. But when we're not doing that, we do around 5 to 7 miles a day, and then training on top of that.
It's a real commitment, and it's expensive to train, right? Like, these are people around you that you got to pay.
Yeah.
We're getting paid $5 million to get in the ring for 5 minutes, so I think you can afford that.
That is crazy to wrap my mind around.
Bryce, I want to talk about your life now compared to last year, because you did just post your mug shot, and now are you still sober? Are you still not partying or drinking at all?
Oh no, I'm completely sober. I've been sober well, I had a drink in in Miami. Like 3 weeks ago, but before that, it's been like 3 months. I'm completely sober for 3 months, smoking weed, drinking, all of that.
So are you enjoying this sober lifestyle, or do you kind of miss the parties?
Oh no, I actually do enjoy this. It feels good to like work physically towards something.
Yeah.
For once in my life.
Well, I guess
like, and taking it serious.
Yeah, but when you were partying, you were working towards something, because you do have the Party Animal University, which is kind of, partying was building a brand for you and made you a ton of money, right? So yeah. I guess partying in a way was working towards something, because you were also filming it for vlogs. So partying is work in a way, which is weird to say.
I'll tell you, it's definitely a shift in content for sure. You can see my vlogs before I accepted this fight, and then my vlogs now, they're completely different without all the party stuff. But occasionally me and Taylor, we go out, but Taylor's sober. He's never drank or smoked in his life. And now I'm sober, so I feel like another Taylor at these events. I'll tell you what, it's not as fun, but to get vlog content.
Will you go back to the partying lifestyle post-boxing, or is this something that you want to keep up?
I'll tell you what, after the win, for sure, I'm going to rage.
You deserve a break, dude. That's a lot of work.
I've been mentally just going crazy about all this, how serious we've been taking it. And I actually see all of the undercards, they're just now starting stuff. Like DDG, for example, who's fighting Nate Wyatt, just posted yesterday saying that he's at training camp day 1. We've been doing this for 3 months.
Is Gibb taking it seriously? Because I know Taylor's been taking it very seriously.
So funny thing about that, actually. So we all have like certain weights that we're supposed to be coming in at. I've dropped already over 20 pounds.
What?
But I'm weighing in at 165 at the fight, and so is Austin. And then Taylor is weighing in at 175, but he weighs 168 right now. But he can't gain weight. He sucks at gaining weight. Gibbs like a bigger guy, so he has to like drop weight, which doesn't really make sense how heavy he is. He's 5'8". Like he's a smaller dude, but weighs like just a lot. When he fought Jake, they weighed in at 190, so he's gonna have to drop weight.
So I would assume you're obviously close with Taylor. I would assume you're picking Taylor for that fight.
Oh, Taylor's gonna make that look easy.
Now,
like
what
easier
about
than Jake? I think.
What about I saw in the press conference, Vinny looked like he had absolutely no interest in being there. Then straight up said,
I was disappointed. I'm gonna be honest. I was very disappointed with that press conference, and everybody kind of just using the excuse as I'm doing this for money.
What do you want their reasoning to be?
You shouldn't be stepping in the ring just for money. Because one, you're gonna be embarrassed, especially if you get dropped. You will be embarrassed, and social media bullying is bad.
Yeah.
So do you have? Can we just go down here? So Vinny Hacker versus Deji. Who do you think is going to get that one?
I honestly hope Vinny wins. Because if Deji wins, he's gonna just run his mouth. 100% gonna run his mouth and be like, Bryce, you're next. But I think Deji might win by split decision. I don't think he's knocking him out.
How about Nate versus DDG?
I got Nate on that. I think DDG, he smokes hella, and coming from a smoker, when I first started, my cardio just wasn't there. Like I couldn't even go in a ring for more than 2 rounds. I think he's gonna gas early, and Nate could take advantage of that.
And then is it Michael Lee? Is that his name?
Michael Lee versus Jarvis.
Yeah.
I think Jarvis is gonna take that one.
And then
I think Michael Lee will put on a good show though. I don't think any of these are gonna be knockouts. I think the only people that are gonna get knockouts are me and Taylor.
And then the last one we have is Tanner Fox versus Rylan.
I think Rylan's got it.
Wasn't that supposed to be Nick Austin?
Yeah, Nick didn't want to do it.
And then Danny Duncan, what happened to him?
He didn't want to do it. I don't know why they signed the contract if they just didn't want to do it.
Huh?
Interesting. I don't. Why do they want to do it though? You know, that's the real question. Is like, why does Danny Duncan want to do it? Money, storyline, quick boost of fame.
He's a bros bro. You know, like he's got a lot of young dudes that want to see him throw down. It would make perfect sense for his brand.
Dude, Dan, you want to fight somebody?
I'd get my ass kicked. I'd get knocked down in a second. No doubt about it.
Are we gonna stay singy for the summer, or like what? Now that we're going to win a boxing match in a couple weeks.
Singy for the summer.
Yeah, you're the one who says it. That's what I hear.
What does that mean?
Singy for the summer.
Yeah, single for the summer.
Single.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Yeah,
know.
probably.
Why? What's the motive behind that? Is it
There's no
finding
motive.
you?
I haven't even spoke to a female in the past like month.
Is that healthy?
Yeah. I feel like clear-minded.
Ready for a fight?
Yeah.
Bryce,
I hate to say it, but women are distractions in this stuff.
I did see you guys release a soy cereal, and what I noticed, and I saw a lot of other people notice, was Jaden's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, no, Jaden wasn't involved in that one. This has been ongoing for the past 10 months. We've been talking about this.
Yeah.
So this was like a thing that was 10 months down the road, and he just didn't want to be involved from the start.
Makes sense. He's a rock star now. Guess he doesn't want to be selling cereal.
He doesn't want to be on a cereal box shirtless. I get it.
But you'll be.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You know, Bryce, I did hear you once say a couple months ago, you were on some podcast and you said a lot of these social media stars need to save their money because, you know, in the next year or two is the most money they'll ever make in their lives. How have you managed your money, or do you not plan on being one of those social media stars that's only making money for a year or two?
Oh, I'm in this game for a long time. I've been in this game for a long time, and I'm going to be here for a lot longer. So all my haters are going to hate to hear that, but I'm here for the long run. All the people that I said even last year that were the top dogs aren't even relevant anymore. Mm-hmm. All the TikTokers are kind of falling off. But yeah, I don't spend money. I don't. Look, I'm wearing a wife beater and a red hat right now. A Bulls red hat and a wife beater. I have a Tesla Model Y. I've never spent. I don't spend money. I really don't, and I make okay money.
What is your trick to relevancy? Do you have a plan in your head to even say that so confidently that you're going to be around forever?
There's really no plan. I'm kind of myself, and people hate it, but that's what kind of keeps me relevant.
Really? Like, you think people like you because they hate you?
I think as much as people hate me, I'm an entertaining person to watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that justifies. Yeah, I understand that. But people like looking at you. You're very attractive.
Hey, thanks.
You have that going for you. I watch the TikToks and the shorts that y'all wear. People are, you put on a show. You put on a show.
I think I'm I'm one of the least attractive in Sway for sure.
Really?
I think I got the personality out of the group, and that's what kind of elevates with my things I'm doing. But I think all the other guys, they're pretty boys. They got it.
Yeah, looks fade. Personality lasts forever, so that could be good for you. It's in your favor.
Yeah, I know. My looks, I got maybe 10 more years.
That's it?
With the looks, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'll be 31. That's not that bad.
Wow, you're only 21?
Yeah, I'm 21.
God, so young. Well, you're this narrative that you are the villain and you want people to hate you, it sheds light on, Ariana came on my show, Ariana Grande, a few months ago, and you responded to her statement in a paparazzi video. And dude, when I say you sounded delusional, it was, the delusion was thick. It was seeping out of your pores. And I say that as I know you, and I mean this with love and appreciation for you and what you create. You claim that Ariana was talking about people going to Saddle Ranch as a want for relevancy, when the reality is, she was just trying to get people to stay home and not spread coronavirus.
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't even remember the mindset. Sorry. I don't even know the mindset that I was in at all around that time. But, I got on for that statement. Well deserved, by the way.
It's okay. I said nothing online, but I harbored my comments until I saw you face to face, which is right now. What are you thinking, Daniel?
Nothing. I'm just excited for this fight.
I want to see people bleed. Is there a shot that somebody's going to bleed?
Oh, yeah. No, there's for sure going to be some bloodshed.
Yeah? What do we need to do to get Josh Richards in the ring? He's really skinny. Could he do something? Could he fight?
Yeah, he's like a 145. He's got the. There's some people on the fight card here fighting at that weight.
Tanner Fox?
Yeah, Tanner Fox actually is fighting at 145.
Josh Richards would kick Tanner Fox's ass. That'd be a good one.
I do agree. I don't think Tanner's a fighter at all.
So why are we fighting then? Why are we doing this? You could be a fighter. You feel like you're built to do this.
I'm gonna be honest. Most of these people, like the YouTubers, they're done. Like there's no other thing that would keep them relevant, and this is their shot. If they win, they might have that boost.
Yeah, you definitely know how to keep people interested. You definitely know how to keep people's attention no matter what you're doing. Because like you said, a lot of people from last year, they're nowhere to be found. This time during the pandemic last year, all you heard was Hype House, Hype House, Hype House. Now other than their Netflix show, you don't really hear much about Hype House anymore. But you still hear about you and Jaden and Josh and all the Sway boys.
We're all a very interesting group of dudes.
Yeah.
I'm really interested.
I think the Hype House is doing a lot behind the scenes too.
Yeah? Like what?
Yeah. The Netflix show.
I'm really interested in as to what the fuel is behind this fight. You mentioned at the top of this conversation that Austin McBroom of Ace Family fame, there's something going on. He's done something that's really pissed you off. You legally can't speak about it. Will this truth ever see the light of day, or will it remain a secret forever?
I think the truth will come out.
How so? Because the truth sets people free.
Yeah, I think the truth will come out very soon, actually.
Are you going to release the truth?
I don't know who's going to release the truth, but for how many times I can say, because I actually asked my lawyers, I can say that I did do this for a specific reason, but I'm not allowed to get into detail.
Got
So
it.
I'm doing everything legally right now, saying, yeah, I accepted this for a reason other than money, and it wasn't a good reason.
June 12th, that is a fight. There's a long list.
Oh.
Many people on the card, in addition to Bryce and Ace Family McBroom.
Yeah. Bryce, the one I think I wanted to ask is I heard you say on the BFFs podcast that mostly all of Addison's music was inspired by you. Are you excited for that to come out and people to hear these stories, or does that make you nervous at all?
No, I'm actually excited. I like her music.
Okay.
Beautiful.
There you go. Still supporting. I like that.
It's a story of their relationship.
Yeah.
That is a blessing and a curse to go back and be able to listen to those things and relive those memories, and then it's obviously could hurt you at the same time.
Yeah, I know. And if it's a bop, I'm blasting it. I'm blasting it in the car and stuff. So.
Yeah. Obsessed? Did you blast that in the car?
Oh, heck yeah.
Bryce Hall, I really appreciate you, sir. Good luck on June 12th with Austin McBroom.
Thank you.
We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah. You have fans here, and come back afterwards. Hopefully not with a black eye and with a belt. They're gonna give out belts, right? Is that a thing?
I actually am not aware, but I would assume so.
Yeah. By the way, I like this sober Bryce. Like you're more than clear, and you have like you're brighter just over this screen. You have a brighter tone.
I think
to
it's
you.
the sunlight shining on me, but
Well,
it could be that. I mean,
you look good regardless. I appreciate your time and energy today. Go kick ass, dude. We'll put a link in the description below for the fight on June 12th. Bryce Hall.
thank you so much, guys.
Austin McBroom.
Good
Peace
seeing
and
you.
love.
All right, peace out, guys.
Later.
Bye. Hey, beautiful human. Thanks for watching our full interview, but I get it. Like, a full interview is a lot. So we got a clips channel. We don't expect you to watch the full thing anymore, so we just gave you the highlights. Please subscribe and notifications and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I love you.